what is a good data trust score, and how do you establish, even metrics around data trust?
So great point. So data trust score is not a fixed number. So it is, let's say you're a burger company and you're managing the trustability of your supply chain data. I would hazard a guess and hypothesize that if you have a few burgers extra in the shelf, you should be okay. It's not going to kill your business. You're going to survive. So you might be open to saying, I can have a data trust score for this particular use at, let's say, 80%. I'm willing to say with 80% confidence, I can trust this data. Now, if you're an accounts payable part of the same burger company, you are not going to be happy with saying, I'm 80% certain I owe this guy this much money.
Right.
You probably are going to say, I need a 99.99% certainty. I don't want to be paying out extra money.
Right.
So the data trust score is an indicator of where the data is comparison to where it has always been. If you're a successful company and you've been doing some functions pretty well, if I look at your historical data trust score, you could say, seems like I will survive if my data trust score is at 80 to manage the supply chain of the burgers. But then you could always come in and say, I want to get better at it. I want to reduce my cost. I want to have a greater control of my inventory and vendor management. I'd like to increase the data trust score further. So your baseline could be 80, but you could start going up. And of course, if you're the finance arm of the same company, you probably want to make sure it is at a very high level even to begin with.
Okay. Now that's great. So there is no one trust score. It depends on the type of business activity and the function, right?
Yes.
And good in some cases is good enough, but in some cases you want the trust to be really high because that has an potential impact to operational activities or the bottom line. And that's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Awesome.